SBR Videos is sponsored by Sports Cash System. Click on the link below for more information. Hi, welcome to SBRForum Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. We are previewing Week 4 in the NFL, and right now we are talking to Tony George, industry veteran from TonyGeorgeSports.com and LockerRoomPicks.com. We're going to discuss the game in London, Pittsburgh and the Vikings. Tony George, thanks for being with us this week.
Well, I'm glad I'm still alive after Suicide Sunday last week, Peter, but we've survived and ready for maybe a more conventional week in the NFL.
What do you mean Suicide Sunday? What are you talking about? You had a bad week last week?
Oh yeah. How about that? How about taking the Giants as an underdog for starters, and a couple of bad beats on San Diego and Green Bay, lost in the last minute. So one of those weeks where a little bit of conventional handicapping went out the window and there were some strange results. So looking forward to getting back on track this week after a stellar start.
All right, yeah, no shame in a couple of bad picks here and there, as long as you come out, 55% at the end of the year, way ahead of the curve. All right, Steelers at Vikings, the game's in London. Two losing teams here, and I'm surprised, though. There has been some significant movement. The Vikings, from what I saw at Bookmaker, opened at -1.5. Now they're a 2.5-point underdog, so someone is betting the Steelers pretty heavily. I look at this game, I'm not exactly sure. I know Christian Ponder's suffering from a rib injury, so that's got to be the worst quarterback situation all year. I'm actually hoping, if you want to take the Vikings, I would hope that, hoping that Matt Castle would actually be the starter. The Vikings do get back fullback Jerome Felton, so I think that's got to help. Looking at this game, war of attrition, I think I'd take the Vikings plus 2.5, but definitely I'm not going to be betting it. What do you like here, Tony?
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to respectfully disagree with you. I think if you take a look at the Vikings, he just got beat by a third-string quarterback last week, and little or no running game. And while the Steelers have been absolutely anemic on offense, the score was – The loss on Sunday night wasn't as bad as the score indicated. A couple of 14-point defensive TDs for the Bears. But I'll tell you what, Dick LeBeau, I'm trying to look at Minnesota, Peter, and I'm saying to myself, okay, you've got two good players on your team, Adrian Peterson and Jared Allen. What else you got? Who's the guy that's going to stretch a field vertically? Who's the quarterback that's going to make a downfield throw if, in fact, Ponder, who settles for possession receivers all the time, isn't going to play? I'm not sold on Matt Castle. I sat here in Kansas City and watched him run our team into the ground. The guy's a human turnover machine. And I just think Dick LeBeau's defense against their offense, especially with Castle at quarterback, is going to pose a lot of problems to them. I think Pittsburgh obviously is not a team that's going to contend even for their own division title, but I think this is a game that they can win purely based on defense. And if they can establish any running game at all with Le'Veon Bell, they're very high on him. I think they can win this game by a touchdown. All right. That's kind of a ballsy pick. To me, I'm looking at this game. It's just a complete pass for me. There's not a chance in the world that I'm going to bet it. Another thing I noticed, though, is that the total, for some reason, is going up. It opened at 39 at Bookmaker, and now it's 41.5. So is that line manipulation, or does someone really think that there was value with the over? Because I look at this, I think, if anything, it's going to go under. But, obviously, the market disagrees with that. Yeah, I don't get, especially with Ponder being iffy at best, while that line would be moving, I think it would be going the other way. And if anything here, I would side with you on that particular opinion. That would be that the under 41 here. I don't think the fans in London, England are going to see – I don't think they're going to see a soccer score, but I don't think they're going to see a shootout either. I think this is going to be one of them 20-13 type ball games, maybe 17-10 type ball games. I just don't see Minnesota being able to do a whole lot against Dick LeBeau. If Bell can get 75 to 85 yards in this game, I'll guarantee you that Pittsburgh will win this by a touchdown or more. All right. Well, we'll see how it turns out. We'll see where these lines close. But Tony George going on the record, taking Pittsburgh -2.5 in London. Thanks, Tony.